Welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host. And of course, you know where I am. I'm in Las Vegas. But I'm the Quirky Minds Media Studio. Absolutely amazing. I have with me Scott Hirtenstein.
Well said.
Did I say it right?
Yes,
I tried to say it with the accent.
Yes, you did.
Did I? Well, you're not going to be called the last name all the time.
No. Answer to Scott.
Scott, how are you? It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Great to be here.
You've got your drum hanging from your ear.
Yes, I have a conga drum.
A conga.
One of the things I play.
I love those things.
Yes.
One of the things. Well, you have a group called the RumRunners.
Correct.
Where did the rum come in? Because I want to call them like the Road Runners, but I know he doesn't want that.
Right.
So, RumRunners.
Well, RumRunners are pretty synonymous with bootleggers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's synonymous with that because bootleggers were like in the cities and stuff, and RumRunners were actually running rum, literally, from the islands up the East Coast.
Bootlegging it?
Yes, it was all bootleg, but it's just a different name for pretty much the same thing.
The same thing, alcohol?
Right.
Going back in the days?
Exactly.
So you know your history and your rum?
A little bit.
So why did you got that name because you were traveling, right? Or why did you get the name from?
Well, I came here about 4.5 years ago from Chicago, and pretty quickly ran into a lot of great players at a jam at a place called Legends, which is now
it was very well known.
Right, it's defunct now. People like Jimmy Ellis, Sal Santiago, Norm Zelaya were running great jams on Saturdays and Sunday afternoons. Yeah. And our band, there's 4 of us.
Yes.
We got together at that jam, and it's been wonderful ever since. We've only had one personnel change in bass players. And
so how will you manage to keep your band together? Because in this town, Vegas, it's very hard to keep a band together because everybody travels. And I've always known a band to be one band and the same people. Vegas is not like that.
Right, and that was kind of a shock for me coming here.
Of course.
Because that's my way of looking at things.
Yeah.
Is I'd rather be a laser than a searchlight, if you will. And
that's cool.
and I believe in what we're doing. We have really talented people.
Yes.
And with only
Stay together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, our bass player is phenomenal to the point where he is working with other people. But
he still works with you when you work.
Seem to be a priority. So I'm happy with that. Plus, his harmony with our lead singer, Wayne Ivey, is phenomenal.
Yeah.
So we have a good thing going. I'm very happy about it.
So when did your career start?
Well, I've been playing since
2 years old.
since about 10, really. And
okay.
That's over 20 years now, Ninon. And,
yes, of course.
Yes. And actually, I started playing accordion and drums at the same time. And my parents said to me, which do you want? Because we are not going to get you both. So I was fascinated with those.
Well, so this year I'll have the drums.
Actually, I went the other way. This year I'll have the accordion because all those buttons fascinated me, you know.
That's the thing that goes
right,
in and out.
Squeeze
and
box,
you kind of play this is Hungarian a little bit more, isn't it?
At least, you know.
Yeah,
I'm half Hungarian.
Which half?
The good half. And so I started playing that and got a band together at like 12. Called the Top Hats, my first band.
Where were you living then?
Chicago. Oh, the suburbs of Chicago.
Okay.
And we had my cousin was on guitar, and we had a drummer. We're playing cocktail parties up and down the North Shore.
People actually hired you and everything.
Oh, yes.
Now, who was your singer? Because you don't sing, right? Do you harmonize?
Oh, yes, I harmonize, and I do some lead singing.
And you do sing?
Right.
Really?
Well, the guy said, hey, let's see what you can do. I never really did before. And they didn't say stop.
Go for it.
Right. So I went for it, and I'm thrilled, you know. But in that band, there was no singing. It was all instrumentals.
Instrumentals.
Yeah. The Top Hats, my first band. Very happy with that band. And then, but 5 years later, I said, hey, Dad, I want a drum set, you know, and then it went downhill from there. I've been playing drums ever since. However, I still have an accordion, and we might even use it in the band for...
but at least you know how to play it, and you know what to
do.
No, vaguely.
Yes.
But accordion is a very sort of, it can go up, it can go fast, it can go a lot, and you often wonder, and it's the pressing in and out, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's how you fold it, and all these buttons, loads of buttons.
Different tones, The buttons are the bass, and the tones, you could change the tones to different instruments, and it's misunderstood here. It's kind of laughed here, but in Europe, it's like France,
In Europe, it's very big.
Oh,
but you're right. In America, we don't we look at it like, well, why are you using that?
Right. Yeah.
And usually it's somebody from a foreign part that uses it.
Right.
Normally they
Right.
bring it here.
Although in rock and roll for a while, they were using accordions, like smaller accordions. It was a fad for a minute, not so much now.
Yeah. So what's the biggest band you've kind of played in or had? Has it always been a 4-piece?
No, in Chicago, I was in a band called Candy Town, which was pretty incredible. That was like 7 pieces.
Oh, great.
String, violin. And it was a great band. We were in Whiteface, and I'd never done anything like that before. And incredible material, original material. Very, very cabaret, like very theatrical.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah, it was great. Fell apart, unfortunately. There's another band that...
How fall apart? I don't know. People drift and people go and
I
do
know.
different things and everything. What's been the biggest moments in your life playing in a band and, with playing with whom? Who have you played
Well,
with?
I like to think the next gig is the biggest moment.
We got a gig coming up.
Whatever band I'm working with, I'm thrilled to be in. And whatever led me to be with the RumRunners is okay with me. That's how good I think this band is.
That's how good the band is.
Right.
So what have you got coming up? Have you been booked yet? Or because we know that it's gradually coming in. It seems to be taking a little bit of time.
Right.
But it is coming back.
Right. We were booked plenty before COVID, and then, of course, COVID. And now, gradually, it is coming back for us. So
can you not get your other bookings that you had before? I'm not saying the same ones, but get them to book you back again?
Well, gradually we are. That's
You're
exactly
getting
what's
that-
happening.
that's
In
what you're
July,
doing.
we've got 2 dates at a great place called the Tiki del Amore, which is 2850 East Tropicana. It's behind the Casa di Amore, great Italian restaurant.
I know exactly where you mean.
Right.
Very, very lovely.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Great restaurant, by the way.
Yeah, I think so too. The Tiki del Amore, I believe, is the only outdoor tiki bar in Las Vegas.
Wait a minute. Outdoor.
It's behind.
Hang on a second.
That's right.
Outdoor in July. Hot.
Well, they have the fans, they have the misters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you go into these places, you kind of get a shower as well for free.
No problem.
Teasing. I'm so bad.
We're going to be there on the 2nd and I believe the 16th of July.
Okay.
And the 26th, we're going to be at the Sand Dollar, one of the great rooms here.
Where is the Sand Dollar?
The Sand Dollar is Spring Mountain and Polaris.
Okay, I know where that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a great
So it's
room.
all kind of center of town. You're all in
Pretty
kind of-
much,
you're
just
kind of-
off the strip.
Yeah, just off the strip.
And they have music 7 nights a week there, so I'm very grateful to them for all that. Everybody gets a
So
lot
do you
of
get to play
opportunity.
once a week there, or once a month, or just when you get booked?
When they book us, I mean,
Yes.
I'd love to play once a month there,
Yeah, yes, of course you
of
would.
course, but whatever they book for us is fine with me.
Yeah,
They
of
went back to their what I call adult hours, which is 10 o'clock is starting time, so it's 10 to 2. To me, very Las Vegas.
That's very Las Vegas.
Yeah.
It's funny, I had a girlfriend for Los Angeles, and I said, we better start getting ready. And she's looking at me, and this is like 8 o'clock, and she says, get ready for what? I said, well, we're going to go out. So by the time we get ready, we're going out at night. She said, Ninon, this is the time I go to bed. She's not used to, it's
Right.
like people have breakfast 11, 12 o'clock.
Right.
They don't have anything earlier than that because they're kind of still sleeping and waking up and getting their act
Exactly.
together, no pun intended. But yeah, so you're doing very well and you're very happy.
I'm happy that things are coming back here, and
Yeah.
it's a thrill. I'm very happy to be with my band. We have Tony Grisano on lead guitar, Scorching. Wayne Ivy, as I said.
Hot to trot.
Yeah. Wayne Ivy is lead vocal and guitar. Tom Rice is bass and vocals. And they let me play with them, drums and vocals as well.
Yes.
So, and half the reason I want to be in a band, you were saying, well, all these other bands, is the camaraderie. There's nothing like it.
Do you know, it's so funny because obviously you're in the older generation like I am. And it's funny how in the music business, nobody in the music business ever wants to give up. It's like they go on and on and on, but they still maintain what they can do.
Right.
Which is quite, and I'm going to go prize example, Tony Bennett. He's 80 something, I think,
Right.
90 now, but he's got to get older.
Right.
And he was singing, he's still singing, and he's still kind of got hasn't got the same as he had before,
Right.
but he's still got a great voice.
Right.
And it's amazing, like you with your band. I'm sure they're all old like you. They're a little bit older,
Yeah,
right?
right.
But they're still out there playing. They're still doing something they want to do. Isn't that cool?
Well, I heard somebody say one time about themselves, they were a retired piano player. I said, How do you do that?
How do you retire on the piano?
I mean, I have no plans whatsoever.
To retiring?
No, from what? I mean, this is what I do. I mean,
yes.
Unless it's a health thing or whatever.
Well, you look pretty healthy to me. Like
Thank
you've
you.
got many
Likewise,
years
I'm
to
sure.
go. Yeah, we got
health as well.
We got time on our sides.
That's what my doctor tells me.
There you go. So mention where you're going to be performing and how they can get hold of you.
Okay. We are the RumRunners, and we will see you on the 2nd and the 16th of July at the Tiki del More. We'll see you the 26th at, what did I just say before? The Sand Dollar.
Sand Dollar.
28, we're at Mr. D's, which is a great place, a real roadhouse kind of place, and that's a Wednesday, and Wednesday is bike night, so if you like bikes and bikers, you're going to see a parking lot full of them.
Full of bikes.
Yeah, and a bar room full of them. And then August 28th, we're going to be at Lucille's Barbecue in Red Rock Casino. Which
fabulous. I know that one.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Well.
Great
fabulous.
food. And we played there 4 or 5 times before, and
Great.
it's a great room and great food, so you can't lose.
Red Rock is up by Summerland, all the way up around there, isn't
Right,
it?
Charleston.
And so that gives them Charleston, Summerland, all around there. So that gives them to watch you and see you and everything.
Right. And plus we're on Facebook, so please check us out. All our information is on Facebook. We'll, no gig too big or too small. And we'll you could book us through that, through our singer, Wayne Ivey.
Well, Scott, you're amazing.
Likewise. Thank you so much, Ninon.
Yeah, I think it's amazing for you to do what you do and keep everybody entertained. And, us older generation really do like to go to watch bands. It doesn't matter how late it is. We can still stay up late. We don't need as much sleep and all that stuff. But we still want to listen to music. We still want to be out there. And I think it's wonderful that you do that.
I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We will be right back. Don't forget to get to YouTube and to subscribe. Vegas Live with Ninon. Also Instagram, Facebook, all the media platforms. We'll be right back with our next guest. Take care. If you enjoyed the last show we just did and all the other shows, don't forget to subscribe. Vegas Live with Ninon on YouTube. We've got plenty more coming up and our guests are amazing. So don't forget to subscribe. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.